So many of the holy shifts at Grace Covenant Presbyterian Church have been growing for years. And many of them are the most palpable right now with our partnerships. Many of our partnerships have deepened, especially during COVID. We are especially focused on 13 covenant partnerships, all Black and Brown led community organizations in Asheville-Buncombe County. 2 of those covenant partnerships are also now fiscal sponsorees of Grace Covenant, Faith for Justice, and SOS, Saving Ourselves, an organization focused on finding alternatives to unjust systems. We've also strengthened our partnership with YTL, Youth Transform for Life. So many of these shifts have moved us from a place where we talk about outreach to partners to where we just talk about building a stronger community together.
That's all I'm asking of me. It's a revolution. It's an evolution. In my soul, in my heart, reflected in my actions, seeds of self-determination growing, restoring this land, changing systems.
As a member of SERVE, I'm a contact for 3 of our covenant partners, Faith for Justice, Western North Carolina Workers Center, and La Milpa. What I've learned through PART, the Power and Race team, has helped prepare me to be in ministry with these groups, mainly Black and brown-bodied people. I'm grateful to PART for getting this holy shift about hierarchies and whiteness started. We stress listening and waiting for our covenant partners' lead. PART helps us gently expand our circles of caring.
I think in the course of the pandemic, faith leaders that are part of Faith for Justice, as well as myself, realized the important work that we needed to do internally. So both personally as individuals, also as a collective, going deeper inside of congregations to do this work of racial equity.
Over the last 2 years, the Long Range Visioning Team has been meeting to discern God's call for us in relationship to one another, to community, and to the land that GCPC meets on. I see us shifting from this tendency to first come up with a plan and then bring that set plan to community partners. It seems like we're shifting into a way of actual collaboration, and we're shifting our expectations, the way we relate to each other, and our relationship to control. For me, these shifts have opened up my imagination to what's possible when we're curious, when we're open to uncertainty. It feels like we're following the Spirit's call, even though we don't know the exact route or even the destination. But it's this beautiful, bumpy, shifty journey of faith. It is not easy, but it is delightful to see what is possible.
The Creating Sanctuary team at Grace Covenant Presbyterian began in 2017 in response to the ICE raids on our immigrant neighbors. It's not us trying to come up with help for them. Rather, it is us as neighbors responding to those who call us.
We're trying to shift a bit to recognize God in all of creation, in our oak trees, in our garden, work with our YTL kids to work in the garden. In addition to that, we're also contacting our legislators to make sure that caring for creation, caring for God's creation, and caring for the earth is urgent, and we need to be doing legislatively and in a big way things right now.
I'm really grateful for your trust and belief in the work, which is my heart's work of Faith for Justice, your financial commitment to who we are, the gift that Grace Covenant gives Faith for Justice through Natalie Weaver and Anna Louise Murchison has been amazing and has allowed me to focus on the ministry part. It's overwhelming at times, but I am so grateful to be a part of Grace Covenant and for the love that you have shown me, for the trust that you continue to show me, and I'm really happy to be in this relationship with you and know that it will only go deeper.
Strengthening and deepening relationships with our Serve Covenant partners has involved GCPC in a holy shift from the traditional model of mission giving towards a much more incarnational and spirit-filled experience of mutuality and equity.
We have moved from transactional relationships with our community partners to transformational relationships with our community partners. We are actually working together to understand what each partner does and what we at GCPC do so that we can be one community.
Through what has been and continues to be a transformative process, Serve Council is embodying the truth that God is indeed making all things new.
It's been a blessing to watch you grow since I did the internal work in 2017, to see how equity has just permeated every part of this congregation is such affirmation for me to know that what I've been called to do does transform. And so I'm grateful to be able to witness that and to see the amazing work that you are doing. So thank you for being a part of it with me.
In a world that is constantly shifting, it is a blessing to be part of a community who recognizes God's hand in it all. StewardShift is an opportunity for us to infuse all the ministries of GCPC with the capacity to continue to adapt and to thrive. This year, Grace Covenant needs you to renew your pledge at the same level you pledged last year. If you have never pledged before, I hope this is the year that you shift and make that commitment. Every penny of your gift goes directly to ministry. Pledging is easy to do on Realm, and if you have any questions, please contact Natalie Weaver in the church office. Thank you.